Now from the Target 12 investigators, tax bills may not go out on time in Providence as legislation that would increase the annual tax levy beyond the legal 4% is still under consideration at the State House. Target 12 investigator Alexander Leslie has been following the city budget very closely and joins us now live in studio.
And Alex, last night the tax levy bill cleared a major hurdle in the House, but not every Providence lawmaker is on board, right?
Yeah, that's right. So the bill passed the House with a wide margin of 55 to 17. But of Providence's 14 lawmakers, 5 voted against the bill. That includes one of Mayor Brett Smiley's biggest opponents, State Rep David Morales. Let's take a listen.
The mayor's office does not speak for Providence. The people do. The people who showed up to testify and packed a committee hearing, they speak for themselves and they have made their objections clear.
So there are still hurdles to clear in the Senate. State Senator Sam Zurier is the lone sponsor of the companion legislation, and he has said that no one wanted to co-sponsor his bill.
Okay, so let's talk worst case scenarios here. The mayor's office has said if this bill doesn't pass the General Assembly soon, it could have negative consequences for the city and for taxpayers.
Right, so the city council needs to advertise the next public hearing on the revised budget, but it's not so simple. So under state law, any notice of a proposed tax rate change in Providence must be advertised in the Providence Journal at least 10 days before any meeting is held to consider the budget. The budget needs to be passed by the city council twice. That all is supposed to happen by the new fiscal year on July 1st. Now, a Smiley spokesperson says that would seriously impact the city's ability to then calculate tax bills and mail them and make sure residents have them by July 1st. If they don't, city officials historically have provided a grace period so that taxpayers aren't penalized for paying late. But any extended delay could cause cash flow issues, which would really just exacerbate the city's financial problems.
And Alex, the city council's second public hearing for the budget was tentatively scheduled for June 9th. How likely is that now? Right.
So we learned that the city council's chief of staff sent an email to councilors yesterday to let them know that that hearing was canceled, though a city council spokesperson did tell us that its leaders remain optimistic that they can still pass the final budget and get taxpayers their bills on time. That may require a specially called city council meeting, though.
Crunch time, springtime. All right, Target 12 investigator Alexander Leslie, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.